Hello, you are welcome to solve this math problem, which is asking to simplify square root of 48 plus square root of 16 over square root of 48 minus square root of 16. Now, solution. To solve this problem, we have two methods or two ways. So this we call this solution 1. Now, from this square root of 48, to have common square root of 16, square root of 48 is same as square root of 3 times 16, because 3 times 16 is 48. Then plus this square root of 16 over square root of 48 is same as square root of 3 times 16. Then minus this square root of 16. Then it will be equal to, we'll separate this. Square root of 3 times 16 is same as square root of 3 times square root of 16, then plus this square root of 16, then over, we separate this. Square root of 3 times 16, it is square root of 3 times square root of 16, then minus square root of 16. Then it will be equal to, into here, square root of 16 is common. So we'll take square root of 16 out of bracket. This square root of 3 times square root of 16 divided by square root of 16, it is this square root of 3. Then plus square root of 16 divided by square root of 16, it is 1 bracket over. In the denominator, also this square root of 16 is common. So we'll take square root of 16 out of bracket. This divided by this square root of 16, it is this square root of 3. So it will be square root of 3. Then negative square root of 16 divided by square root of 16, it is negative 1 bracket. Then in the next step, into here to simplify, this square root of 16 will cancel this square root of 16. Now into here, this will rationalize the denominator. So we'll multiply in the denominator by this square root of 3 here minus here to be positive 1 bracket. So we'll multiply by this also in the numerator, so it will be bracket square root of 3 then plus 1 bracket. Then it will be equal to this square root of 3 plus 1 times square root of 3 plus 1, it will be square root of 3 plus 1 then bracket square. Then over, into here, square root of 3 minus 1 times square root of 3 plus 1. This is in the form of a perfect square, whereas it is, we'll apply a perfect square rule, which is a, here it is a, it will be square root of 3 minus 1, it is a minus b bracket times a plus b bracket, because square root of 3 plus 1, which is equal to a square minus b square. So we'll apply this form. So this times this, it will be square root of 3 square. So here square root of 3 bracket square, then minus 1 square, it is still 1. Then in the next step, it will be equal to the square of square root of 3 plus 1. This here, this is same as, this is in the form of a plus b, then bracket square is equal to the square of this, it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Then we'll apply this form, a square, it will be square root of 3 square, so here it will be square root of 3 bracket square, then plus 2ab, it will be 2 times a is this square root of 3 times b, it is 1, then plus b square, it will be 1 square, which is still 1, then over, into the denominator, this square root will cancel this square, so it will be 3 minus 1, which is 2. Then in the next step, it will be equal to, into here, this square root will cancel this square, so it will be 3, then plus this one, it is 4, then plus 2 times 1 is 2, so 2 times square root of 3, it will be 2 square root of 3, then over this 2. Then in the next step it will be equal to, into here 2 is common, so we'll take 2 out of bracket. 4 divided by 2 is 2, plus 2 square root of 3 divided by 2 is square root of 3 bracket, then over divided by this 2. So these 2 and this 2 will cancel, then it will be equal to this 2 plus square root of 3. So 2 plus square root of 3 is our final answer. Or to solve in another method from our problem, which is this, we'll write this problem here, square root of 48 then plus square root of 16 over square root of 48 minus square root of 16. Now in the first step, to solve this problem by this second method, we'll rationalize the denominator. So in the denominator we'll multiply by, here it will be, to rationalize the denominator to be square root of 48. Here we have negative, so here to be positive, this square root of 16 bracket, then we multiply by this the same, so here to be bracket square root of 48 then plus square root of 16 bracket. Then it will be equal to, into here multiply this square root of 48 plus square root of 16 times this square root of 48 plus square root of 16, they are the same, so it will be square root of 48 plus square root of 16 then bracket square, then over into this denominator square root of 48 minus square root of 16 times square root of 48 plus square root of 16. This is in the form of a perfect square, so it will be square root of 48 then bracket square minus square root of 16 bracket square. Then it will be equal to, from here in the numerator, this square root of 48 plus square root of 16 bracket square, this is in the form of a plus b bracket square, which is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Then from here a square, it will be this, which is square root of 48 bracket square, then plus 2 times ab, it will be this times this, so square root of 48 times square root of 16, then plus b square, it will be this, which is square root of 16 then bracket square, then over into the denominator. Here this square root will cancel this square, so it will be 48, then minus this square root will cancel this square, so it will be minus 16. Then it will be equal to, from here this square root will cancel this square, so it will be 48, then plus this, will add this square root will cancel this square, so it will be plus 16, then plus 2 square root of 48 to split this, so it will be square root 48 is same as 3 times 16, then times this square root of 16, then over 48 minus 16, this minus this, it will be 2, this minus this is 3, then it will be equal to, from this plus this, 8 plus 6 is 4, 14 goes 1, 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6, then plus into here it will be 2, then times square root of 16 is 4, this square root of 16 is 4, then times this square root of 16 here, it is 4, then times this square root of 3 here, so times square root of 3, then over this 32, then it will be equal to 64 plus 4 times 4 is 16, 16 times 2 is 32, then times this square root of 3, then over this 32. Then it will be equal to, from here in the numerator, 64, 32. 32 is common. We take out of the out of bracket 64 divided by 32, it is 2, plus 32 square root of 3 divided by 32, it is this square root of 3 bracket, then over this 32. Then to simplify, 32 and 32 will cancel. It will be equal to this 2 plus square root of 3. So this is our final answer, 2 plus square root of 3, same as the answer in the first method. Thank you for watching. Don't forget these tips to miss out. Subscribe to my channel and see you in the next video. Bye bye.